A blue whale can eat about 40 million tiny animals in one day. Those animals are called krill. Each krill is small, like a shrimp, but together they can weigh more than 4 tons. 4 tons is about the weight of a large truck. A blue whale may eat that much in a single day during the feeding season. This sounds strange. The largest animal in the history of Earth does not hunt sharks. It does not eat seals. It does not use teeth to bite big prey. It eats tiny shrimp-like animals by the millions. So why does a blue whale need so much food? How can it catch millions of creatures without teeth? And why does one huge mouthful of water help feed the biggest animal ever to live? First, think about the blue whale's size. A body this huge needs a huge amount of energy just to stay alive. The whale must swim. It must keep warm in cold water. It must power its heart, brain, muscles, and giant tail. It must travel long distances. And mothers must make rich milk for calves. All of that takes food. But the blue whale does not eat all year in the same way. During summer, it travels to cold waters near the poles. These waters are full of krill. The whale feeds heavily and builds up fat. During winter, many blue whales travel toward warmer waters to breed and have babies. There may be less krill there. The whales eat less and use the stored fat they built during summer. So the blue whale has a short season to eat enough food for a long time. It needs to take in as much energy as possible while krill are easy to find. That is why millions of krill matter. The whale does not open its mouth for every small krill. That would waste energy. It waits until it finds a dense swarm. Then it attacks the whole cloud at once. This feeding move is called a lunge. The whale swims toward the krill swarm. It speeds up. Then it opens its mouth very wide. Water and krill rush inside together. The whale's throat does not stay small like ours. Long folds under its mouth stretch outward. These throat folds can expand like a giant bag. The mouth can hold an enormous amount of water and krill. One mouthful can hold enough water to fill a small room. The whale takes in much more water than food. But that is okay. It has a way to push the water out and keep the krill. Inside the mouth are hundreds of long plates called baleen. Baleen hangs from the top of the mouth like thick brushes. It is not bone. It is made from the same kind of material as human fingernails and hair. After the whale closes its mouth, it uses its huge tongue to push water back out. The water passes through the baleen. The krill cannot pass through. They get trapped inside the mouth. Then the whale swallows the krill. The whale may lunge again and again during a feeding trip. Each lunge costs energy. Opening a mouth that big underwater is hard work. The whale has to push against the water. It has to speed up, open the throat bag, and then slow down again. So the whale must make sure the meal is worth the work. If a krill swarm is too thin, the whale may not lunge. It would use too much energy for too little food. But if the swarm is thick, one mouthful can give the whale far more energy than it's spent to catch it. This is why blue whales are careful hunters. They are not simply eating all the time. They are looking for the richest parts of the ocean. The tags show that blue whales often dive below a krill swarm and swim upward into it. From below, the krill cloud is trapped between the whale and the bright surface. This may make it harder for krill to escape. The blue whale is not a slow, gentle giant drifting with its mouth open all day. It is a skilled hunter using speed, timing, and a giant filtering mouth. The whale's body is built for this food. Its giant mouth, expandable throat, baleen plates, and tongue all work best with small animals in thick groups. A whale with this body plan would not be good at chasing fast seals, but it is perfect for turning a cloud of krill into energy. This is one of nature's strange ideas. The biggest animal ever did not need big prey. It needed the biggest groups of small prey. So the whale is not only taking food from the sea, it is also helping feed the tiny life that supports the krill it needs. But this system is fragile. Blue whales need thick krill swarms. If the ocean gets warmer, if sea ice changes, or if krill numbers fall, the whales may have a harder time finding enough food. A blue whale cannot simply switch to eating anything else. Its food plan is very special. It needs small prey in huge groups. If the groups become thin or move far away, the whale must travel farther and spend more energy to eat. That is why protecting cold-feeding waters matters. A blue whale needs more than a large ocean. It needs an ocean full of dense krill swarms at the right time of year. The whale may look too big to depend on something so small, but its whole life depends on krill. A blue whale must also build a thick layer of fat under its skin. This fat helps keep it warm and gives it fuel during long travels. The summer feeding season is when the whale fills this energy store. This is why eating millions of krill is not greed. It is survival. The whale is storing food for travel, cold water, breeding, and babies. So why do blue whales need to eat millions of creatures every day? Because they have the largest bodies on Earth, they need huge amounts of energy. Krill are small, but in dense swarms, they are one of the richest food sources in the ocean. The whale uses its giant mouth, Baleen filter, and expandable throat to turn millions of tiny animals into the power needed for a giant life. Far below the waves, a cloud of krill moves through cold water. A blue whale rises from below, its mouth opens. Water and millions of tiny creatures rush into its expanding throat. Then the mouth closes. Water pours through the baleen. The krill stay behind. One giant breath of the ocean becomes the fuel for the largest animal that has ever lived.